We are recording. And first thing I'm going to dive into, everybody from everything that's happening this weekend has been crazy. Today, Kobe, his daughter, like, I mean, it's hard. It's something, it's very hard. Something to take in like that as a father, as a parent, as a brother, sister, all of that. Just hug somebody, tell somebody you love them if you can. But that just comes to show a lot. Um, anything can happen. So just know that. Now let's focus on market. We have the coronavirus. It's hitting and market's reacting. Currently, ES is trading in between the double bars. Now we have an overhead of 33.24, which is red bar. Lower 31.74.98, which is gray bar. That would be a previous breakout level, as double bars are also a previous breakout level. I did an inverted ES chart below the regular ES chart, just because this week I actually want to work on something. I'm going to be focusing on watching SPY inverted and regular, and I just want to see the correlations with how my fibs react, because I'm going to basically tweak my fibs to work inverted and regular, but show the same exact picture, but just on a flipped frame. Like, see here, the bottom, the negative ES, I wanted it to have the exact same extensions as the positive ES does. But this gives you guys an idea. I'm going to focus on our core to start. AZO. AZO, basically, I'm looking for much more of a pullback, lower channel here. As I would think it was, we were talking about it during trading hours this week. This is just the visual I have. Minus, forget these boxes. These are basically weekly boxes. That's how many boxes it's gonna take till it reaches target. So gave it about 5 weeks, give or take. With this news, AZO does move in a sense on its own. Also, the volume Friday on open was just absurd. It made no sense. You saw that pullback, then it just a lot of things. There's just so many things. Pulled back, bounced hard, like 15 points, came back down, bounced hard, like 15 points back up. Looking at the daily, weekly, we like to open up daily and weekly. We're looking at when we're timing these things. With AZO, I didn't like that daily chart. That's a bearish engulfing, so we're gonna see more downside, targeting around 1120-ish. It's gonna be another 20-point drop. A gap down for AZO would actually be pretty decent. Basically how these things work, we should test somewhat and close above this channel here. I'm definitely looking for a nice long around 1120s. I want to add to those 1260 calls February 28th via ER. But I also was looking, if we do get a 20-point drop, I'm going to extend those 1260s a little further out, because the value is going to drop. But what I want to do is I want to actually give myself even more time. And if I can get a similar value as further out, even a week out or even 2 weeks out, from the 28th, that week of the 28th, where they report the 24th. No, not the 24th. I think it's I know it's closer. Yeah, probably is the 24th. Yeah, that's probably a Tuesday or a Monday, one of those. But regardless, we didn't even get a chance to vacuum to the 30 SMA. Now, with that being said, I definitely would love to see a sick hammer tomorrow, or a gap down, or we can even be inside here because we close below the 14 SMA. These here are other individual channels. These are just the ranges of how long it's going to take until we get to our expiry and what price is going to be. We need price to hold above 1120. If it breaks out the channel, then AZO is basically going to be a short. So everything changes accordingly there. And we're in a even bigger. This is actually this is an extension, so I can even do a retracement inside this extension. This gives you an idea of other levels. Me, I'm using mental levels. So 1148.41 is very important. Um, Green bar was very important. It was a breakout level, so we didn't even get a chance to test 1177, which we should have. Now that since we closed below the blue bar, the next target would be red bar, which would be lower. So looking to hedge weekly puts for a few weeks for a few days or a few weeks. I mean, that varies. To open Monday, to play safe, while adding to our long call for AZO. So I'm looking at a couple of different strikes. The main strike that is going to be on focus would be 1177s. Why? That's the green bar. So when the red bar touches and we come back down here to the red bar, it's going to bounce, come back to the blue bar, and then we're going to touch the green, and then we're going to go back to purple. So to play this one safe, anywhere outside this channel, I will grab 1180s or 1177s at least 2 to 3 weeks out. Got to play it safe. Yes, AZO is expensive. I get it. It's an expensive play, but the range makes up for that. So if your account is 1K, you can afford one contract. So if I'm saying, okay, I'm playing right now, price is 1140. Let's say we open flat tomorrow with AZO, and then we advance for the rest of the week up on AZO because it's not really affected by the coronavirus or anything like that. But I know with China and everything like that, that all changes everything. But we get that bounce, and if we do hammer off of this low of this channel here, we touch that around 1120s. I'm definitely going to go long. I'm going to look at least 2 to 3 weeks out, 1177s. I'm going to actually go from the 1260s for February 28th. I actually want to go closer to the money. So I'm actually going to take at least somewhere around 1254s or 1240s. I just want to play as safe as possible. And if we can grasp that, we got to get that vacuum to the 30 SMA too. We have not got a vacuum on a 30 SMA. So just pay close attention. We're looking at a similar move to it would look. So with that bearish, it would be something like this. This is how it would be. We couldn't see. They got us above the 14 SMA. It couldn't move to the 30 SMA, so they broke down below the 14 SMA again, and then it created a nice strong candle on 8/28, August 28th of 2019, and it backed into the 30 SMA, and then it continued from there. So if this plays out correctly, this can be a great play, depending on how this is going to go. So we're definitely going to bring we're going to basically roll down our strikes and play even closer. The safer, the better. And if you want to buy time, even more time for 1260s, buy out at least a month or two. So that's AZO. That's going to be the game plan. We're going to basically hedge with weekly puts, depending on how we open tomorrow. I'm not sure how we're going to open. I don't know if AZO's going to gap down or not. I'm not sure how this is going to really affect it, because it does have its moments. Also, I'm looking at big. I like big. I was paying attention to big as well. A couple of the members were bringing it up during live too. And I told them, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely watching it. It doesn't come off my radar because I feel like this year is going to be its year after the beating it has taken. And as you can see here, the chart and levels have remained the same. This is a daily chart, not a weekly chart. And we are still in channel. We've bounced off to 2673, targeting 3110. So playing the 3250s for this month would not be bad for a lotto. But paying the 30 calls would be the safest bet, just because bouncing off to 2673, depending on how we can open tomorrow, we still got to play that off of there. So if they gapped us under 2673, I'm going to definitely load up on some 30 calls. And I was even looking at 35 calls for April. Those are pretty cheap. 37 calls for April, not too bad. Targeting at least 40 to 50 this year, depending on, let's just see what happens. I mean, last year, the highest range was 39. came all the way down to 18. So about 20-point loss. 20-point range for last year. Previous year before that, using the highest and the lowest price points, 26, 29 here, which is funny. This is 2018. Anybody notice anything here? 2018 low, which is the purple bar. We broke down below that, came down, touched the double bar, and now we're back above there. So now we're going to get that reversed effect. So if we move this range, that's going down, why not move that range going up? Just an idea. Okay, so we're coming from here. Let's, worst case scenario, depending on how we bounce, because I'm going to use the blue bar. Not saying this is going to happen. I'm not saying this is exactly how it's going to happen. But anything is possible. Makes sense. It's in the channel, broke out this downtrend. It's a 2-year downtrend that's just broken out of. Now we're going to have some possible sideways action. We got to get above 31.10. We get above 31.10 and we get above purple bar 35.46. Honestly, 40 leaps on this are not too bad. Not a bad idea. It's pretty safe. January 21st, 40 leaps. They are 160. I like them. What's that? 12 points. Not bad. 12 points on a quarter or 12 points and 20 cents. Yeah. So still not bad. That's pretty safe. For somebody like myself, as a person with a big account, this would be basically somewhat of like a insurance play. Basically, what I would do is I would possibly buy, let's say, 100 contracts here. Will be 16K, something I can sit on for the next 10 months. See what price goes in the next 10 months. See what happens. I mean, you can play it off of that, but buying the Januaries is actually why it's a safe bet, because, I mean, let's say it hits 25. You're not going to take much of a loss as you would buying the March. And that's another good thing. That's another good strategy. So this is big. I love this one a lot. I love the setup. I told you guys, like, this one is gonna get some attention. And if I'm correct, this is gonna move. I see it at 70 by 2021, and they don't have that much too further out. Actually, wait, 21, January 22nd. Yeah. This is awesome. They don't have any 70s, but I don't know. It might be a buyout or something like that. That's my thoughts for this company. So that's that. Next up, we have BA because we have ER this week. Got to focus on that. Everything remains the same. Nothing's really changed for me yet. I mean, that move Friday was pretty interesting. I mean, they're doing everything in their will to keep this afloat 300 because they know once it comes down, it's coming down. And it's going to come down fast. Remember what happened when we broke 327.39? And then, boom, we cascaded like 20 points. Then we need this back over 342.36. And it'll basically become a long again. But I'm sticking to my target for ER. I want to see this move. I want to see a 20-point to 30-point move with BA that week. So we either going 360 or 280. A lot of you rinsed and repeat. What was it, Thursday and Friday? We hit $5. A lot of you guys added with me. It was around, I think it was, 70s or 80s? Then it bounced, came up to $5, came right back down to $1, back up to $3, back down to $1, in that dollar range. So just keep close, pay attention. Like I said, if we're playing ER puts, you can buy long-term calls if you're a long person. There's nothing wrong with that. This week is going to be very interesting. There's a lot of ERs out there this week. So I want to keep two cores, very close cores to watch for us. So big is definitely going to become a core. This is going to be a core for us. AZO remains a core. We're going to adjust Monday for AZO. ANET reports. I mean, congrats team, 10 bagger on the ER and on last Friday's. Oh my God, last Friday's wasn't even 10 bags. I think it was 20 bags. We got them at $1. They almost hit $20 Friday. It was the, where is it? 1224. Yep, they hit 1974. That trade, not even, there's no the only mistake in that trade is I told myself I wanted more. But I like it. Money's money. But those into commies, SPCE. I mean, sorry, that's not, sorry, AIM. So AIM still long in that. I like that as a long. I'm not heavy in that one, but I have a couple of comments. I like it. I mean, that's like easy money in $1 range right there. We got it under $1, so that was awesome. But I want you guys to be patient tomorrow. Wait for entries. If I'm jumping in, don't jump in because I'm jumping in. Take your time. Wait. If you see me say lotto this call or this put, take the close, go even closer to the money. If you see me take this week's whatever, take next week. Take 2 weeks out. Like stop trying to get fast money because that's not happening here. You know, lottos are lucky trades. We hit them because they have good setups that can basically have huge rewards. So that's just another thing. I don't want to overcrowd you guys. I don't want to overcrowd you at all because February is going to be interesting. What I'm seeing in February, I'm seeing a pullback. Also, tomorrow, I was hoping they keep us down. They kept us down. I don't know what's going to happen. I think we're going to possibly open up and then we're going to come down some more too. But let's see what happens. So this is SPY. SPY hit 325, if I'm correct. Right now, SPY is trading at 326.12. 326.12 puts us right here. So when we open tomorrow, this 30 SMA is going to come up to right around 324.96 to be the next level where everything is at. Because it's right now is trading near some old resistance. So that's a support now. Then the next one up, when it comes up, we're looking at around here. So that's going to happen tomorrow. Similar to something like this hammer here we have here. This is just funny because check this out. Similar setup. This wasn't a bearish engulfing. This was a bearish engulfing. Okay, this wasn't. But how it closed at the 30 SMA. This is a big red candle. And then gaps down. So it closed here, what? 311, gaps down to 307. We closed here at 328. We're gapping down 3 points. We can get either a similar move here or we can come down and we can find 317.72 in the coming days because I'm looking to go and buy some 360 leaps for September. I already have them on the list, on the watch list. They are here next to our puts. These are 930, 360 calls. If they get under $1, oh my gosh, I'm going to take a couple of those. I definitely prefer $1. So if they can get like a 50 to 70% haircut tomorrow on this gap down, that would be awesome. There's a lot of ER plays this week, and I'm not going to make a video because there's so many ER plays I want to play. Bib is going to be on the list. Apple's going to be on the list. And we're going to be live this whole week. I'm going to try to hit the gym as early as possible. But to be honest, I like going – when I go live, that should be the time where we start taking positions. Because going into the market from 9:30 to 10 o'clock is actually asking for failure, to set up for failure. I like 10:32. Mondays, you got to act quick. Mondays are basically day trading days. It's get in, catch the quick move, get out, and wait for it, everything to steady out, and then get back in whatever side you're going in. So tomorrow is going to be pretty interesting. Let me see this. This lines up with here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to find the median here would be, they're going to bring, this is crazy where it lands at. So they're going to have us at blue bar tomorrow. But this downside could be different. Keep us under red bar, keep us around red bar, push us a little bit more down, and then head back up. But what's going to tell us for this week is going to be Apple, Amazon, all of these big guys report this week. So this is what we can do. We can just either wait for them to play those trades, or I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know at this point, because this is going to be telltale. Either they're going to push it higher, the market higher. I mean, but with this the coronavirus, no, I don't see that happening anytime soon. But I want to just play smart. I want everybody to be focused this week. It's going to be a serious week to be focused. Please try not to go heavy. If you're going heavy, buy time and play near the money or at the money or deep in the money, because that's very important.